Cheat days are an excuse to overeat and to overindulge. You might not call it cheat days, you might call it going on holidays. It's the weekend, special occasions because it's my birthday. Needing a cheat day or needing to relax and overeat in order to cope with your diet actually tells me that you have an unhealthy relationship with food and eating. So cheat days are a concept that are often used in dieting or nutrition, where individuals designate one day a week or a month to indulge in high calorie and unhealthy foods that they would actually normally avoid during their normal eating routine. So the idea behind cheat days is to give people a mental and emotional break from strict dietary restrictions and to provide a reward for sticking to a more healthier diet on other days. There are several reasons why cheat days can be considered a bad idea and may not be the most effective way to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So the biggest problem that I have with cheat days is the idea of relaxing, finally giving into cravings. What that tells me is that your diet throughout the week or throughout the month is just too strict if you have the feeling that you need a break from it. If you need a break from it, something is not aligned, something is not right, something is not working for you, something is not sustainable. What it tells me is that you're constantly feeling you're on a diet, so you need a break from the diet because it is stressful, it's too strict. Imagine like you would need to take a break from your relationship. That tells me if you feel like, oh my god, I'm on holiday and I finally have a break from my relationship, that something in your relationship is not really working for you, okay? You should not be feeling like you need a break from your lifestyle. If you feel like you need a break from your lifestyle, something in your lifestyle is not aligned. So I really have problems with the name cheat days because it literally suggests that you cheat on your diet. And cheating is not a positive word. It really means that you're doing something wrong, that you're doing something naughty. And it also reinforces that all or nothing mindset that so many people in nutrition and wellness have that is super toxic and unhealthy. That mindset can literally keep you trapped in a vicious cycle of restriction and then overeating, restriction, overeating. I've been there and it sucks. It's a really, really unhealthy place to be. It's a really draining place to be, and many of us are in this place for decades. Another problem is that cheat days, or the concept of cheat days, really put food on a pedestal, right? It's something that you're looking forward to and it's like so emotionally charged. And it perpetuates the idea that certain foods are actually off limit, are bad, are horrible, you should not eat them, right? So then you cheat and you do eat them, which then obviously means that you're bad. That can create feelings of guilt and shame around food, which obviously can cause food obsession, can cause eating disorders. So it's just literally a super unhealthy mindset to begin with. And I do believe that certain foods are less nutrient dense and they have like no nutritional value, okay? There are quote unquote unhealthy foods if you overconsume them. There are foods that if you consume them in high quantities and regularly, it can have really negative effect on you metabolically. But it's all about moderation. And I know that there are a lot of people are like, oh no, you have to be like really strict and you can never eat seed oils and you can never eat sugar, which is not true, okay? You can have a life of moderation. It's all about the dosage makes the poison. Generally, my approach is to take out that emotional charge of food, right? And literally just be a little bit more chill. Be less dogmatic and be more like a normal eater. Do you know what a normal eater is? Have you ever been a normal eater? If you've ever been a normal eater, you will remember how that felt like. Normal eaters sometimes overeat. Okay, but they don't plan it and they don't schedule it. It just happens in the moment and then they move on. They don't think about it, they don't dwell on it, they don't judge themselves, they don't restrict the next day. They naturally won't feel as hungry the next day because normal eaters are more in tune with their basic hunger and fullness cues. Cheat days can lead to an overindulgence of unhealthy foods, which can then be counterproductive to any progress you have made throughout the week or throughout the month. Consuming large amounts of high sugar, high fat, and high caloric foods can actually negatively impact your overall health and weight goals. Overeating and overindulging and binging is literally disrespecting your true self. Your true self doesn't really want that. Having designated cheat days can literally disrupt the establishment of consistent healthy habits throughout the week. It can literally make it harder to maintain a balanced diet. Consuming a large number of calories on a cheat day can lead to a surplus of calories. This can obviously hinder weight loss or weight maintenance efforts, or what you then do in order to avoid that, because you obviously don't want to gain weight, you then start to restrict again, and then you're in that cycle, and that vicious cycle that I talked about earlier, that restrict binge or overeat cycle. Then obviously physical discomfort. Indulging in a high calorie, high ultra processed cheat day can obviously lead to a lot of bloating, stomach issues, just really physical discomfort. You will know this when you're actually overate or when you binge. You just feel like sluggish, lethargic, you don't have any energy. If you feel really bad in your body, that will decrease your mental health for the day. Like you might feel really low and down and just not really good about yourself. It's not worth it. It's really essential that you learn to adopt a balanced and enjoyable eating plan throughout the week that you can really stick to for the rest of your life. You don't want to feel like you're on a diet for the rest of your life. And I've been there. I know that. I've done all the things. Like I had the cheat days, I had the overindulgence days, and it never leads to anything good because throughout the week I was way too strict. I was way too restrictive with my eating. So what I did is I literally changed my whole mindset around food, right? I literally changed my whole mindset around eating. I got certified as a nutritionist. I really learned about nutrition and what it does to you on a metabolic level. And the goal is to be healthy, to be your best self, to show up in alignment with your higher self, and to honor and respect yourself and respect your body. And cheat days are a disrespect to that. Instead of implementing cheat days, a more balanced and sustainable approach to nutrition involves, for example, moderation. You need to learn to allow yourself treats and unhealthy, maybe ultra-processed foods once in a while as a treat, as something that you have sometimes, maybe not every day, that feels sustainable. And also, obviously, without feeling guilty or shame around it. If you feel guilt and shame around eating certain foods, there's something you need to look at. Moderation is key to a healthy relationship with food. I'm sorry, that's just what I think. Focus on overall dietary patterns. That is so important. Instead of hyper-focusing on that one day where you can let loose, right? We wouldn't really need to feel that we have to let loose if our diet was just aligned to how we can live forever. Concentrate on creating a balanced diet that incorporates lots of fiber, protein. Prioritize these in your meals. That will keep you satiated, that will give you energy, and include all the macronutrients like whole grains, right? Don't be scared of carbohydrates. Learn to include them because we don't want to feel deprived. Cheat days are always a sign that you feel deprived of something. Incorporate regular activity and movement, right? Exercise. But don't make it the reason you exercise is because you want to burn calories. That is a really toxic relationship with exercise, and we want to get out of that. We want to get out of that toxic mindset when it comes to health and wellness. You want to eat and exercise from a place of honoring your body and honoring being healthy and showing up for yourself and having respect for your body and wanting to live long and be like active and have energy. Energy is something that I really focus on. I want to feel energized in the morning. I want to feel productive. I want to get things done, and I don't want to feel tired and drained. I hope that was kind of helpful for you, especially if you struggle with your eating right now. Maybe let me know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, right? Try to be nice. But what are your thoughts and experiences with cheat days? I'm literally curious to hear. And if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Bye!